Welcome YouTubers and welcome back for another episode, not just of ESO, but also we're going to be talking about Fallout games, the new Skyrim remastered. I'm just playing Elder Scrolls because at the moment I do not have Fallout 4 downloaded at the minute because I've actually stopped playing it for a while and I just don't have time to play it. So the games that I just don't have time to play, I sort of just put off in my case and I'll come back to them later. But after the news that I have heard, and I can't actually show you the actual evidence, it was just word of mouth, who I was talking to, so you can believe me or not, but these are apparently the true reasons why PS4 are not getting mods for the new mastered Skyrim and Fallout 4. Now, definitely leave a comment down below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Now, let's get into what I actually wanted to talk about. Now, the things that I actually wanted to talk about was the mods on PlayStation 4 and why the console for PlayStation isn't getting it and why Xbox are. Now, there's been a lot of speculations here and there, and people haven't been telling you the truth. PlayStation haven't come out and really told you the truth. I have watched videos trying to find out reasons why PlayStation 4 hasn't been getting, or not going to be getting mods in the future, or anytime soon. And then I was talking to someone, and they said something to me, and I'm like, oh, okay, and didn't reply or anything to it. I just, okay, that's fair enough. And the whole reasons why PlayStation is, you guys and myself, I've been a big PlayStation fan since the early PlayStation 1, and then they got smaller, and then they went over to 2, and then they got slim again, and then the 3 and slim again, and now we're on the PlayStation 4. I've owned every single one in my lifetime. I've played an Xbox, but I've never owned an Xbox, just because I didn't like the controller and how it felt. I always prefer the PlayStation controller. So, but besides the point, now, the mods, Bethesda and ZeniMax have basically, they messed up in a really, really big way. At 2016 at TwitchCon and all the other stuff that they released, that they've always stated that Xbox One and PlayStation 4 were going to be getting mods for the remastered Skyrim and Fallout 4. But the whole problem is, Xbox put a big stop to that, and Xbox is the biggest reason why PlayStation is not getting mods. Xbox have actually gone out and bought the rights to the game. So, with entailing that, they threw a lot of money, and this is what I've been told exactly. They got thrown a hell of a lot of money for Xbox to buy the rights for the consoles for these games for modding. And it shouldn't come down to that. When you've played in the past and you've had Call of Duty, the DLCs, Xbox had it first, about a month later PlayStation would get it. Alright, fair enough, they wanted to pay money and get early access, and it's probably why some of the early access, or even a lot of the stuff, wasn't done properly, and then they had to refix it and then released it on PlayStation, or then they released it on PlayStation, then fixed the problems afterwards. So me and a couple of buddies always had a bit of joke that they gave the Xbox the early access to the DLCs for Call of Duty before PlayStation got it, so they fixed all the problems. But in this case, PlayStation have just done nothing, hasn't said nothing to us as a consumer for buying their consoles, and then ZeniMax hasn't said nothing to us as well, saying that, you know, as us as PlayStation people who like to play their game, and some of us have been playing PS4 for a long time, to pretty much jam it up your ass, is the easiest way I could say it, because Xbox have just gone out, just bought it outright for modding completely, and even some of these mods were going to be made by you, the player. And so in overall, why isn't people doing anything about it? The higher ups, look, they give No Man's Sky an absolute running around about, oh, they lied about their content. Well, how about Bethesda? They lied to us. As a PlayStation holder, and I've only ever played PlayStation, why aren't they getting in trouble for their crap? They want to be really stung by it. The whole reason why I was going to buy the Skyrim Remastered Edition was just to play with the mods, to have a bit of fun with it. Because I've been there, I've played the game back in the day. I don't want to have to play it legitimately again. I prefer to have a mod, have a bit of fun, even a mod for a god mode. I've never been a real great person of a Fallout player, I'm going to admit that, but a friend of mine convinced me to buy it this year, so I went and bought it. I don't go and get paid to talk about these games. I do it because if I find out something and I think it'd be enjoyable for you guys to watch, that's the whole part of my channel. That's why, I've only got 137 subscribers, or 132 subscribers or something like that, and I haven't climbed like a lot of other people. Because here in Australia, we don't have a lot of people who are willing to go, oh, we'll sponsor you for this, we'll sponsor you for that. And, I've gone out and asked a few people, would they, and they said, no, you just don't have enough. But, at the same time, Xbox have gone and bought the rights to modding, and it shouldn't come to that. Bethesda stuffed up and they turned around and said, oh, we're going to release mods on all consoles, all platforms. So they lied right there, and that's what I'll get back to what I was saying before. Well, why aren't they getting in trouble for it? And this really bums me out, because when it really does come down to this, okay, so you've got Call of Duty, the DLCs for Xbox went first, and then a month later it went over to PlayStation. Big deal. It never affected PlayStation, period, about not getting anything, where this whole modding thing is Xbox, Bethesda, and ZeniMax's fault for going, oh, yep, we'll take the money, and we won't give PlayStation anything. And what really does upset me is the fact that PlayStation hasn't come out and told us the truth. Bethesda lied to us. They said they were going to release it for Xbox, PlayStation, all the mods that they could get their hands on and give it to us for us to play as a consumer. And they've just basically lied about it. And why I have not seen this being spoke about, or nobody's found out about, is beyond me. So that is the whole reason why PlayStation aren't getting mods. It's not because, Bethesda and PlayStation are having to sit down and having a talk, and this is only me speculating now, is Xbox has bought all the rights to the mods and completely wiped PlayStation out. Now, Bethesda's turned around and said to PlayStation, well, we want money off you now to give to Xbox so you can have their mods. Well, in theory, in the first place, it wasn't their mods to be buying, and this really has to stop throughout the gaming community. Just look at Destiny. Yes, I play Destiny. That's what I should be playing right now, but here I am stuck making a video with you guys, doing this, about mods, because Xbox have gone bought Bethesda out, basically, and it just shows you, it's criminal, basically, is what it is. It's just criminal. And it needs to be stopped, and it needs to be fixed. Consumers need to fix this, and they need to fix this now. If it really comes down to it, and people can't subdue themselves, and they can't work it out where consoles or PlayStation 4 can finally have mods, well then, why should PlayStation buy any of Bethesda's games? Why should we buy their games? It's no big deal, but at rights, what have they done in return to us about going, alright guys, we're going to give you these games, we're going to release mods to you, Xbox and PlayStation 4, but then all of a sudden Xbox buys them out and PlayStation gets no mods. That's the unfair side of it. It shouldn't come down to that, period. So I'd like to know where these people are who do all this, and they're giving No Man's Sky a hard time. But look what Bethesda's done, look what Xbox done. Shouldn't come down to that. So they've basically done false advertisement there, and I don't know why PlayStation, with all their lawyers and whatever else they've got up their sleeves, hasn't addressed this and got out to the public, or IGN. IGN has told us a big fat lie and said, oh, they're sitting down with Bethesda, PlayStation, or having a conversation, and rah rah rah. And then all of a sudden, the truth comes out, and I hear about it on an unlikely source, which is beyond a joke. but when you go to look it up, you can't find it anywhere. So basically, that's the whole reasons why PlayStation aren't getting mods, is because Xbox have bought Bethesda out on the modding completely. And even though some of these mods were made from players, well then, when do the players get the rights to say, well, no, we wanted to release that on PlayStation 4 as well? So does that mean Xbox are going to buy their mods from them and give them a bit of money to go, okay, we'll buy your mod, we'll buy the rights to it? It'd be interesting to see how it goes. You know, how do you feel? Basically, leave a comment. Just let me have a drink for 1 second. So please, guys, put your comments down below. How do you feel? If you know the legal procedures to go and talk to someone, show them this video. And this is the reason. Obviously, I can't show you the actual evidence, because then I get in trouble for it that I've got, and it was word of mouth as well. But when Xbox starts buying up everything, and because you got to remember, Xbox is Microsoft. They've got a ton of money in the PC. PlayStation aren't going to have a leg to stand on them. But I just don't like being lied to from Bethesda about getting mods, and then all of a sudden we're not getting mods, and then no one's really talked about it, and a couple of people, oh, you know, doesn't look like they're going to do about it soon. Well, there you go. Xbox have bought the rights to mods. That's why you, as a PlayStation player, are not getting the mods. And that's why Xbox are. Now, I was sort of hoping that maybe factions from Minecraft, cosmic PvP factions, would come to PlayStation 4. But at the same time, I must be stupid because Xbox bought the rights for that as well. Minecraft, they bought them out. So if they ever do release it, PC and Xbox will get it. You as a PlayStation consumer will never get it. And it should never ever come down to this, and there should be a stop. There has to be somewhere where you can go, it can't affect what they get it, but they don't. Because we've thrown so much money, you might as well be criminal. It's basically what it is, it's criminal. You reckon they talk about, oh, you know, there's gangs and stuff like that. Well, what do you think Xbox are doing? They're just buying up, they're just basically being a gang and buying whatever they can throw money at, and to stop PlayStation from doing anything. And it shouldn't come down to that. At the end of the day, I respect the Xbox. I love the PlayStation 4. We'll say love, don't know what I could think of then. But at the end of the day, most games when they're released, and if they bring out anything special, it's usually released on both consoles. And I think that's the way they need to go back to. All these big games, Destiny, Call of Duty, obviously the remastered Skyrim, and also Fallout 4. What's your problem, guys? You know, people throw enough money at you and you bark, you bow down like dogs, is basically what I see. How about you put the money aside, and why did you, people who created the game in the first place, like to make the game for the PlayStation and the Xbox? Really have a good think about it. And Xbox and PlayStation, instead of working separately, why don't you just pull your freaking heads in and work as one unit? Yeah, you just both sell different consoles, but at the end of the day, it will be beneficial for both of you to work as a team. It's just my idea on it. Yep, I've been sitting here studying because usually when I live stream this and I talk about things, which I'm doing today, and it's not a clickbait, guys. I'm not clickbaiting you in any 100% word. I'm live streaming it as live stream, and for some reason the ESO just gets real pixelated for me, and I don't want to put you through that. You know, that's why when I do the serial vendor, or if I do anything, I usually record it first, and then I edit it, and then I'll put it on YouTube for you guys to watch. And that's how I usually do it. But this is not a clickbait, guys. If you think I'm wrong, tell me down in the comments below. But I'm telling you what I've heard directly. People from Xbox bought Bethesda out, or ZeniMax, however you want to call them, and then basically, I don't know what's gone on from there, or anything like that, but PlayStation have basically missing out on mods, and we don't know when you're going to get the mods. So there you go, there you have it. So thank you very much for watching Wildhammer99's gaming YouTube channel, and guys, I really do hope you take this heavily, especially you people who play on PlayStation like I do. Don't take it with a grain of salt. Take it that basically PlayStation lied to you about what was going on, and they're sitting down with Bethesda right now. But in actual fact, are they actually doing anything? Because at the end of the day, they're probably talking to their lawyers and what can we do? And Xbox are just sitting there laughing. And to be honest with you, Bethesda, you're just money hungry. And if it really does start coming down to this, I will start warning people about anyone on PlayStation. Do not go and buy Fallout 4. Do not go and buy ESO or the remastered of Skyrim. Don't go and do it. Don't belittle yourselves to their level for forcing you to go and buy an Xbox because they're going to have mods over there and you like to play, maybe you only like to play Elder Scrolls Online, or which don't have mods by the way, but we're just making it as an example, or the remastered of Skyrim, or Fallout 4. Don't make them say you play one game, Fallout 4, but now you're stuck in a rig where you have to go and buy a PlayStation so Xbox boosts their sales because now they've put you in a place to go and spend extra money that you don't have, and they've lost all their consumers for when they bought out the Xbox One, when they had all those problems. I had a good look at the books at EB Games here in Australia. Do you want to know how much consoles Xbox One lost for people going over to PlayStation because they got sick of the brokenness? And then all of a sudden, yep, that Scorpio is fantastic. I'd like to buy one myself and maybe give it a go, but I'm not going to go spend my own money on that. I don't have enough money to do it. That's why I live stream and I edit videos on my PlayStation 4, because I have a family. I work every now and again. I don't get paid for the YouTube channels, and if I do, it's not very much. And I'm just a player like you. Always remember that. I don't get paid to say what I want to say. I do what I want to do. And when I hear of something like this, with Xbox buying all the rights from Bethesda, it is just wrong. It shouldn't come down to that, and that's all I'm trying to say. So thank you very much, guys. This is Wildhammer99 signing out, and thank you very much for watching. Please hit that like button, or hit the dislike button if you don't like what I'm talking about today. It's as simple as that. So other than that, guys, we'll see you next time. And other than that, we will see you later. Xbox, you've just killed it for us. Thanks. And it should never come down to this. I don't know, guys. What do you think? PlayStation, what are you going to do? Bethesda, what are you going to do? You lied to us. Said Xbox One and PlayStation 4 were going to get mods. I'd like to see someone take you through the ringer like they've taken No Man's Sky. That's for sure. See you later, guys. Thank you.